What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. I know I am. Please make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. If you are on your mobile device, make sure y'all click that thumbs up button. I did some research, for the Scorpion Show, and I see that a lot of people are watching on their phone. If you're watching on your phone, click the thumbs up button. If it's your phone or your tablet, click the thumbs up button. If you're on that computer, click that like button right below this video. Also, make sure you guys share this video on Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you want to share this video. This is whatever Wednesday is going to be a gumbo video. I got a lot to talk about. I don't know how much I got to talk about, but I do just want to talk about what's in my head right now off the top of my head. I got some notes in my phone because I wanted to talk about Total Divas. As you guys know, that is my show that comes on Sunday nights on the E! Network. And you guys have been asking me to talk about that show since I put y'all onto it on season 2. And then I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about it on, every week, or do I want to do it every 2 weeks? Maybe I'll just do it for my Wednesday segments or whatever. But Total Divas, it was good this week. Basically, what I really want to talk about, what happened was the split between Naomi and Cameron. Basically, Mark, who is executive vice president or executive president of talents or whatever he is, he came to Naomi and Cameron and saying, basically, Cameron, you're not developing as well as Naomi is. Well, Naomi's been developed. She's the most athletic diva on the in the WWE to me. And they was like, basically, we want you to be her valet slash manager. It's just a cute name for manager, for female manager. And Cameron really wasn't feeling that too much. She's like, this is not what I really want to do, and I think I want to go back to NXT and finish getting my training and everything, because she was called up from development, which is NXT, to join the Funkadactyls with Brodus Clay, who's no longer there. They split apart from Brodus Clay, and then they became like a tag team faction, and Naomi would have matches, Cameron would have matches, and they basically supported each other. And Cameron decided to tell Naomi that she thinks she wanted to go back to NXT, and Cameron was not, Naomi wasn't feeling that too much. Naomi was pretty much upset about it. And over the summer, we got a chance to see the Funkadactyls split. They fought each other. They had matches against each other. But then their feud just basically, it split up a little bit. Their feud just died down. And then it just recently came back up this past week on Monday Night Raw. And it was just a terrible match. It was terrible, and basically it was Cameron's fault. But then, Cameron, like, you try to pin Naomi while she was on her stomach. You messed up the drop kick to the face, and then you messed up the submission hold because you tapped out before the hold was even put in place. So yes, you need to be in NXT. You really need to go back, because you're not a great wrestler, but you're really good on a microphone, and you would make a good valet for somebody because you know how to run that mouth. But if you were a great wrestler, you would just have it all, because you can talk and you can wrestle. But I just need her to get it together. And I don't feel bad for Naomi, and I feel a lot of people don't feel bad for Naomi, because Naomi is better off by herself, and Cameron was just that, basically on her coattail. Basically, if you want to keep it real, she was on her coattails for a long time. So let Naomi be free, and let Naomi hopefully win this Diva Championship sometime, and get into a real feud with somebody, and just get the belt. I really want to see her with the belt. I think there's only been, 2 black divas with the belt, Jacqueline and her face is right in my head and I can't say it, Layla. But now it's time for Naomi to get that belt sometime soon, after these boring feuds in the Divas division died down. And I also want to talk about Nikki Bella. Okay, so first she decided that she wasn't going to go through with the treatment of she decided that she wasn't going to get the treatment done to freeze her eggs, and John Cena was pretty much upset, because he's like, why are you hiding shit from me? Why aren't you telling me what's going on? You could have told me this, and I think you might want to and making me think that you don't think we're going to work out and all this shit. Basically, I sided with John Cena, but he is like, he's a little bit too much for me when it comes to relationships. He doesn't want to get married. He don't want to have children. Y'all already know how I feel about that. And Bree was talking to her and telling her some things to get it together and everything. And then at the end of the episode, she decided that she was going to freeze her eggs and that she was going to tell John Cena about it. And he was, you know, he was supportive about it. So I'm happy that they got somewhere. But I'm just tired of Nikki hiding shit. Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan, they got into a big argument over the new house because he's like, it's always about you, and it's never about me. And then they, you know, then they got their shit together. But I'm glad that we getting to see a little bit more drama coming on. We didn't see Natalya, we didn't see Summer Rae. She's coming back next week. We didn't see Rosa Mendez. And they'll all be on the show next week. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen the following week. And everything is just developing on the show. So I'm happy about that for season 3. Let me talk to you about my birthday challenge. I decided that I wanted to redo Focus T-25 this year. And I've been doing it. After I finish recording this video and upload it to my computer to start editing, I'm going to do my workout for day 8, but I'm loving it so far. When I first started the program last Monday, I was 220 pounds, so I had gained over 10 pounds because I was like 208, 207. It would like fluctuate, sometimes 210. So I'm going to just say I gained 10 pounds over the summer because I wasn't working out, and you know, I was eating good at the barbecue, having drinks and everything, so I gained 10 pounds back. So I was 220, and doing the workouts and eating right and everything, only had one day where I drank last week. So I am down to 216 pounds. So that means I lost 4 pounds in a week. And I'm so excited and I'm happy about it. And I want to see what my results are going to be next week. When I first started the program again, it was like I didn't have enough stamina. And now my stamina is building back up. I could do the workouts. The only thing I hate is planks and push-ups. I always hated doing arm workouts because my arms are not that strong. They really don't have a lot of, to me, they don't have a lot of definition. Like my legs muscles are forming. Well, they've been formed. But my calf muscles, y'all know my calf muscles are off the mother effing chain. So I try to post like videos of me working out and doing it. And I just want to be, I want to be at 200 pounds before my 30th birthday. Or lower. I would love to be lower than 200 pounds. So, you know, I always keep my picture on my wall of where I'm not going back to being over 240 pounds. I am never going back there. I don't want to go back there. And it's not cute going back there. And it's not cute when you look pregnant. Well, now I don't look pregnant anymore. As you guys can see, my stomach has, you know, it went down a lot. It went down a whole lot. And I see my chest muscles are starting to form, and sometimes when I look in the mirror, I can see like these lines or whatever. Some of y'all might say I don't see a goddamn thing, but to me, I know I can see it trying to form. So I'm enjoying the workouts. It's 25 minutes a day. I encourage you all to do it. If you can't do the routines or workout, try walking around. Try doing some running or eating healthy. Eating is the most important thing than working out. If you change your eating habits and everything, or speed up your eating habits, like eating more a day but in smaller meals and healthier, it will boost your metabolism to burn the fat and you will lose weight. I ain't no expert, but I know what I'm talking about because it's worked for me. So, you know, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, get myself together with my my workouts and everything like that. So I'm working on trying to have everything in order with me as far as my life. Like everything is not in order. Like I want to get my website done. I am seeking volunteer bloggers for the website. I want you guys, I would love for you guys to maybe, if you want to volunteer or contribute to the website starting next Monday. This Monday. So if you can send me some stuff that you've done or that you blogged about, maybe on your own website or maybe another website, I can look over it over the weekend and, you know, create you a password to blog on the website. I'm looking for people that like to blog about R&B, blog about pop. If you're a hip-hop fan, you can blog about hip-hop. If you watch the reality shows, you can blog about the different reality shows and post them on the website. And that's the kind of help I'm looking for. And I'm a person that like to do a lot of stuff by myself. Like, I do all of this, but sometimes it's always great to have a little bit of help. And it's good to not be a person that's just who has too much pride to not ask for help. So I really do need your help. If you would like to help me, please send me an email. The email is in the box down below. thescorpion@thescorpionshow.com. Please make sure that you guys email me that. I can't talk about something, but I will let you guys know about it next week. I really can't talk about it at all, and I choose not to talk about it, but I want you guys to know that I have a great story for you guys coming next week. Last week, Michelle Williams released her new album, Journey to Freedom, and I had a chance to listen to it, and basically it's been the album that I've been listening to. Y'all know I love my auntie, and that album to me is her best album vocally. Like, I don't know who the hell, somebody took a belt and they had her in there just singing, and she was just, I don't know, it's like, ah! Like, girl, you better fucking sing. Y'all know that's what I really want to say. Like, she was in there singing. Like, the vocal production was just everything. And the album itself, now when I first listened to it, I was like, I don't know, because when you think of a gospel album, because that's when more I was thinking like a gospel album and not a inspiration. I know it's of course it's inspirational, but when I think of gospel music, I think of it being slow, and I think about the church organs and everything, and it's nothing like, I would say it's nothing like her first album, and it's nothing like her second album, which I love, Do You Know? Oh my God, I love Do You Know. And I was thinking, like, okay, since she's going back to that type of music, I thought it was going to be more like Do You Know? And it wasn't like Do You Know at all. It was, to me, it had some elements of R&B. It had elements of, oh my God, I just lost my damn thought. Ah! It had elements of R&B. It had some hip-hop elements to it. It was just a different album. And then when I gave the album a second listen, and then I found myself singing along to it. I found myself singing along to the choruses. I gotta get the verses down, but goddamn it, I know the verses, and I love it. And like, once I got a chance to like really pay attention to the lyrics and what she's saying, what I get from this album is that basically it's, how can I say a love letter? It's a love letter, it's a testimony, it's just, yeah, it's a testimony, and it's, oh my God, what is going on with me today? Because I'm just so excited to talk about it. It's a testimony and a love letter to Jesus, to God, to her Savior. You know, that's what I got from this album, and I enjoy it. My favorite song is Free. My favorite song is Free, and no, not Destiny's Child Free. Talk about Michelle has her own Free. And to me, I don't think it should be a single. I think it should always be like, you know, one of them hidden gems that's on the album. And she's talking about breaking the chains, and she's free. She's standing on his arms wide open and everything like that. I just love that song. And then, you know, as the song reaches its climax, Michelle goes off, and then she lets out this little scream. It kind of reminded me of Michael Jackson for some reason. But I love that song. The song Just Like You, at first I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. And who is this chief? Who is this chief who I killed on this song? And I hope I said his name right. And then I was like, okay, I could get into this. And one morning I actually woke up and that song was in my head. She wanna be just like you. Of course, it's the title says it all. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be more like Jesus. And I love it. And the rapper wasn't that bad, but I still want to know, who he is. I want to know who the hell he is. Fall, Go and Let Your Glory Fall. At first, again, this is one of them songs that I'm like, no. Why does she have so many features? And I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, here I go singing it. Here I go singing it. And I never heard of Lecrae, but I see he released a new album, and it was #2 on iTunes, and they labeled him hip hop and rap. But I've never heard of him. But his album did really good. It was doing really good when I looked at it on iTunes. So, you know, I was just like, okay. And then it's Ty Tribbett on that song, and I really got into it at the first, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I just didn't know. Like, honestly, I didn't know. That's the first time I ever felt like that about one of her albums. Like, I was just like, I don't know about that one, and I don't know about this one. But then I just got into it, like, on the second play. What else was my favorite on there? Need Your Help. That's already like, that's the song that start off the album, and that song is great. Eric Dawkins, I believe she did a song with him, like on, I think it was both the brothers. I think they're brothers. They were on her first album, and I love that song, and I love this one too. In the Morning, I love that song, and that song reminds me of something that's like, could be on a commercial. It could be on a commercial for one of them damn products out there, but the meaning of that song is totally different. But it's just like, it has that alternative sound to it, where you can just play it in the commercial, and you know, I think it would be a good backing track for a commercial. Fire, of course, y'all know that song came out last year. I love that song. If We Had Your Eyes. Now let me tell y'all, I'm not a fan of the Fantasia. I don't like the one with Fantasia on it. So I have both of them. But for me, I took Fantasia out, and I took Fantasia off, and I kept Michelle by herself on there, because I just think the song is so much better. I think the song is better with Michelle by herself than having Fantasia on it. And I wish that, I don't know how that song did on the gospel charts compared to Say Yes, but I hope it was a successful song, because I effing love that song, and I love the message behind that song. So a year later, it's still one of my favorite tracks on there. And the song Yes, it's like a dance track, and she's saying yes, yes, and then yes, yes, yes. I love that one. But I want to know who is that rapping on that song. I don't know who that is rapping on it. Beautiful. Oh my God. That's another hidden gem on that song. But I do want that one to at least be a single. And it's just like she said, beautiful is beautiful. That song right there, Michelle goes in on that song too. This album for me is a great inspirational record. It's a testimony, and you can, how can I say this? It's like, Michelle really hasn't talked about a lot of what she's going through, but if you listen to these songs are telling the story about, you know, what has happened to her, and she's just so happy to be saved. She want to be just like you. She's free. The chains are broken. I'm going to let my glory fall. Fire. You know, it's just, these songs are telling the story that we don't, I know that we know that she's been depressed, but we don't know what else she's been through. And what, you know, so of course we want to talk to Michelle so we can find out more about the message behind these songs. But if you listen with a clear ear, you can just hear the testimony that she's telling on these songs. So I enjoyed it. I hope that you guys picked it up, because it's a great album. When it came to Jhené Aiko, I hope I said her name right. I listened to her album, and okay, let me say, it's not an album everybody's gonna like. And something that I didn't listen to the full album, but I got to the 10th one, and that's The Pressure. But a lot of these songs sound alike, or they have that same flow, and that's something that you don't want to have. It's not, you don't want to be a monotone singer where all your songs sound the same, you sing the same, but they just had, all these songs have different meanings. And I was feeling some of the songs, and some of them songs are deep, but they just sound too much alike for me. But it's definitely an album, like if I want to drink and I just want to be in a mellow, I would turn that on. If I wanted to smoke marijuana, which is rare, this is an album that you could put on and just get high all the way through the damn album. But nothing like vocally where I can say, oh, this album is the bomb. Like, woo, you got the, like, yeah, she sang on that song. None of them songs I can say. But I'm just happy for her because, you know, I heard about her struggle to get into the industry and to finally, you know, have that debut album after releasing the EP and being successful with it. You know, that's good for her. I'm happy for her. But Sold Out is not an album where I want to say, like, I have to listen to it right away. Now, for some people, it's different. For me, that's just how I feel about it. But it was enjoyable, but it's not something that I could just say, ooh, let me turn that on and let me hear that or play this song, because I don't remember the names of the songs, and I don't really think that the names of the songs was repeated throughout the album to me. I don't think so. She's just singing about things that's going on, and you know. But it's a good listen. I encourage you guys to listen to it and see if you like it or not. But again, it's not for everybody. But a lot of people have been tweeting me, asking me to talk about it, so I bought it and I listened to it. Definitely, again, an album you would like to smoke or drink to. What else? So, what was I about to talk about? So we all know that iPhone, Apple has released an update to the operating system for your phone. It's iOS 8. So far, I'm enjoying it. I don't know all the new features that's going on, but I know that it has a new keyboard. You can talk to you can already talk to Siri, but now as you talk to Siri, the words come up instead of Siri thinking about what you're saying. You could go to your details of your text messages, and when you look at the details, basically, you know, like when you share pictures or share videos, now all the links, like all the photos and videos are there. So I call them my receipts, because you know, I don't delete text messages. I'm a person that don't delete text messages. And because you never know when you're going to need that receipt. And I don't delete pictures from text messages because you don't know when you're going to need that receipt. But it has everything lined up for you. So I'm going to call the details the receipts. I know it has a new health app on here. Maybe I'll be using it. I really don't know all the new features. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I like it. And I also like the fact that I can receive phone calls on my computer and on my iPad, but it just gives people a way to get in contact with you that you don't really want to talk to. But it's a, you know, if my phone is not with me, like if I leave my phone downstairs, I can already reply to iMessages on my computer or on my iPad. So it just makes everything more accessible, and I like it. People with Android are always talking about, oh, Android had this first, Android had that first, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I really don't care about that. You know, like I've just put on Instagram today, Apple is like Beyonce, okay? You might say Android done this before, but Beyonce did it better. The quality, to me, of Apple products, they're just much better because they take a lot of time and effort to put it into it instead of just thinking of something and then releasing it. I like that they take their time with their products. So if you like Android, you like Android. I like Apple, I like Apple. Of course I would tell people to get Apple because to me it's more effective. It's more, everything is like, anything you need, everything you need is right there. And of course, I don't know if all the other phones have the iCloud and where you can just push things to your computer or to your device. I'm pretty sure it's out. But I love Apple. And I've been Team Apple since 2009. And it's not changing. And of course, I've had an Android phone before. And something that I noticed with a lot of their apps when I did have an Android is that sometimes the app worked, or sometimes I had to delete the app and re-download it. I've never had that issue with the Apple product or Apple app. So I'm enjoying it. and I can't wait to hear about these new iPads. Something that I want is an iPad that has flash on it. It doesn't make sense that iPad doesn't have flash. We need flash. If you want to do the mini, I want a mini iPad with a flash. I don't need this big ass iPad anymore. I don't need this. I want something smaller and something accessible. I don't need an iPhone 6 Plus. I like my iPhone the way it is. Will I get the iPhone 6? Yes, sometimes next year. I want them to work out all the manufacturing kinks before I be buying the phone. So I will get the iPhone 6 next year, and when AT&T tell me I can get it, because they said I'm not eligible for upgrade because my contract expires in May 2015. So most likely I'll be able to get that upgrade in January or February, somewhere around there. So everything will work out fine. I'll get a new phone. I have a new contract and all that stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, and also on Monday we talked about the gay couple that was attacking in the city. They released the videos of these people. It was a group of 15 people, and we thought it was just 8 to 10. It was a group of 15 people, and then come to find out they were eating at a restaurant, and they took pictures and everything, posted it on Facebook, because some of them had checked into where they was eating at, and now they got their lawyers and everything, and now they're going to turn themselves in. But shout out to the guy on Twitter that, you know, went to Facebook and did some investigations and turned them in. You know, it was just a senseless attack. And if you don't agree with somebody, that don't mean you can go around beating people up. You don't see gay people beating up straight people because they're straight. Come on, man. So I'm so glad that the two gay men, they will get their justice, and one day in court they will be able to testify against those people for attacking them. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, man, I've been talking for a good 30 minutes now. It's time for me to get off of here so I can do my workouts. Just shout out to y'all. Thank you to those that support the Scorpion Show. Thank you to those that's watching this video, that like this video, share this video, that got Scorpion Show shirts. You guys have been buying them, but you haven't been sending any pictures. Please send us the pictures so we can use them in intros. And I have to go. Oh yeah, a lot of y'all been telling me about Chris Brown album. I didn't even know that the album was out. So I don't really, the want for me to have it, it's not like it was last year when it was supposed to come out. And then I noticed that he released a whole bunch of songs that came out last year on this album. I would have put at least some new songs on there or something. But yeah, y'all, I got to go. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with the video for R&B Divas. Then I'll see you guys Friday when Mikkel and I record tomorrow night. And then, you know, I want you guys to send those resumes, or, you know, if you want to volunteer, blog for thescorpionshow.com. So I have to go. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.